It's week 47 of A Year of Wisdom. Let's get to reading. Day 324. Job 28 and 29. Surely there is a mine for silver in a place where gold is refined. Iron is taken from the earth and copper is smelted from ore. Man puts an end to darkness. He searches to the farthest reaches for ore in gloom and blackest darkness. He cuts open a shaft far from dwellings and places forgotten by feet. Far from other people they dangle back and forth. The earth from which food comes is transformed as by fire. A place whose rocks are sapphires, its dust contains gold. No bird of prey knows the path, nor falcon's eye has seen it. Proud beasts have not set foot on it, and no lion has passed there. Man sets his hand against the flinty rock and overturns mountains by the roots. He carves out tunnels through the rocks. His eye sees every precious thing. He dams up streams from flowing and brings hidden things to light. But where can wisdom be found? Where's the place of understanding? No mortal comprehends its worth. It cannot be found in the land of the living. The deep says, "It is not in me." The sea says, "It is not with me." Pure gold cannot be given for it, nor can its price be weighed in silver. It cannot be weighed in gold from Ophir, in precious onyx or sapphire. Neither gold or crystal can compare with it, nor vessels of fine gold exchanged for it. No mention will be made of a coral or a jasper. The price of wisdom is more than pearls. The topaz of Ethiopia cannot compare to it, nor can it be valued in pure gold. Where then does wisdom come from? Where is the place of understanding? It's been hidden from the eyes of all living things, concealed from the birds of the sky. Abaddon and Death say, "With our ears we have heard a rumor of it." God understands its way, and he knows its place. He looks to the ends of the earth and sees everything under the heavens. When he made the force of the wind and measured out the waters. When he set a limit for the rain and a path for the thunderstorm. Then he looked at it and assessed it, established it and examined it. And he said to mankind, "The fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to turn away from evil is understanding." Again Job took up his discourse, saying, "Oh, that I could be as in the months gone by, as in the days when God watched over me, when his lamp shone above my head, when by his light I walked through darkness, as I was in the days of my prime, when God's intimate friendship was upon my tent, when Shaddai was still with me and my children surrounded me. When my steps were bathed with butter and the rock poured out for me streams of oil. When I went out to the city gate and secured my seat in the public square, young men would see me and hide, old men would rise and stand. Princes refrained from talking and put their hands over their mouths. The voice of the nobles was hushed, and their tongues stuck to their palate. When the ear heard it, it called me blessed, and when the eye saw me, it commended me. For I saved the poor who cried for help, and the orphan who had no one to help him. The blessing of the dying man came on me, and I made the widow's heart sing for joy. I put on righteousness as my clothing, justice was as my robe and turban. I was eyes for the blind and feet for the lame. I was a father to the needy, and I investigated the case of one I did not know. I broke the jaws of the unjust and snatched the prey out of his teeth. Then I thought, I will die in my nest and multiply my days like the sand. My roots reach the water, and dew lies in my branches all night. My glory is fresh within me, and my bow is renewed in my hand. People listened to me and waited and kept silent for my advice. After I had spoken, they spoke no more. My words fell on them drop by drop. They waited for me as for the rain, and opened their mouths as for spring rain. When I joked with them, they hardly believed it. They did not cause the light of my face to fall. I chose their way and sat as their chief. I lived as a king among the troops. I was like one who comforts mourners. Proverbs 20. Wine is a mocker, strong drink a brawler. Whoever's led astray by them is unwise. The terror of a king is like a lion's growl. Whoever provokes him endangers his life. It is honor for one to resolve a dispute, yet every fool quarrels. A slacker will not plow in season, so at harvest he looks but finds nothing. The intent of a man's heart is deep water, but a man of insight draws it out. Many a man proclaims his loyalty, but a faithful man who can find? A righteous person walks in integrity, blessed are his children after him. A king sitting on the throne to judge separates out all evil with his eyes. Who can say, I have kept my heart pure, I am cleansed from my sins? Unequal weights and measures, both are an abomination to Adonai. Even a child is known by his actions, whether his conduct is pure and upright. Ears that hear and eyes that see, Adonai has made them both. Do not love sleep, lest you become poor. Open your eyes, and you will be satisfied with food. It's bad, bad, says the buyer, but then he goes away and boasts. There's gold and abundance of rubies, but lips that speak knowledge are precious. Take a man's garment who puts up security for a stranger, and hold it in pledge as security for a foreign woman. Bread gained by fraud is sweet to a man, but later his mouth is filled with gravel. Plans are made by counsel, so wage war with guidance. A talebearer goes about revealing secrets, so do not associate with a babbler. Whoever curses his father or his mother, his lamp will be snuffed out in utter darkness. An estate acquired quickly in the beginning will not be blessed in the end. Do not say, I will pay back evil. Wait for Adonai so he may deliver you. Unbalanced weights are detestable to Adonai, and dishonest scales are wicked. A man's steps are directed by Adonai. How then can anyone understand his own way? It is a trap for one to say rashly, it is holy, and only afterward to consider his vows. A wise king winnows out the wicked. He turns a threshing wheel over them. The spirit of a man is the lamp of Adonai, searching all his inmost being. Loving kindness and truth preserve the king, but his throne is upheld by loving kindness. The glory of men is their strength, and the splendor of old men is gray hair. Blows that wound scour away evil, and beatings purge the innermost being. And as always, thank you so much for being here today. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button right there and click the bell if you want notifications, and hit that like button if you would for me. And I will see you tomorrow. Maranatha.
I'm standing at the crossroads. I'm lost without a clue. I need a big pink neon sign to show me what to do. I thank you, Lord. It glorifies you when you're the only answer. I praise you, Lord, for holding what's too much for me. And I'm amazed by you, Lord, because nothing's too big and nothing's too small to lay at your feet.